introduction. Okay, so let's start up with me. After that, you guys can introduce yourselves, and you guys can also let us know that what are your expectation from the course. Okay, what exactly you are looking for, all of those specific things. Okay, so my name is Keval. I will be your trainer for this particular course. Even though if you are taking API penetration testing or web application penetration testing or Splunk, okay, basically I will be your trainer for that particular thing as well. Now, when I started as a web application penetration tester. After that, I have handled the projects for the client application PT, okay, API penetration testing projects, Android and iOS projects, okay, even the web applications and those specific things. Currently, I am working in PCI. Normally, you guys have heard of payment card industry, right? Basically, I will be the auditor for PCI, and basically, I will be testing for all those applications, okay, which are installed in ATMs or in the POS applications where we can swipe the card, right? I will be testing those applications and I will be validating whether there is any kind of payment frauds or not, right? So those specific type of things. When it comes to certifications, normally I am PCI QSA, PCI SSLC, ISO lead auditor, ISO lead implementer, CHFI and CEH. So that was it from my side. So who will start with their introduction? I think I know Danish, right? So Danish, you can start.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hello, Keval sir. So my name is Danish. I'm doing VAPT from last 2 years, and I specialize in doing web application, mobile application, Android application, and API pen testing. I've been a part of Hacktivist family from last year, and I've built my API penetration testing from Keval sir from Hacktivist family as well. I'm currently working as security consultant in Buzzrings. Yeah, so that's all about me.
Great, very touch. So who will be next? Animesh, Shabir, Pujita, Asif, Pradeep, Tushar.
Yeah, I can go. So, hi everyone, Animesh here. So, I'm a product security engineer currently working at Atlassian India. Uh, I have roughly about over 5 years of experience in the security domain itself. Uh, on the iOS side, I'm a little bit weak on the iOS side. So I just my primary expectations are to gain a bit more onto the advanced side of iOS and iOS security, with more stress onto the platform security side and especially reverse engineering. Yeah, so that's pretty much it.
Great, Animesh. We will be learning both of them. Yes, Shabir. Uh, yes, Pujita. Asif, Pradeep, Tushar. You guys can also go ahead. Yes, Asif.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi,
Yes,
this is
please.
Pradeep.
Yes, Pradeep.
Yeah, I'm working as a stock analyst. I'm
Mm-hmm.
using zero analysis and log analysis and integration part. And I'm looking for CACP or iOS platform. Vulnerability testing or any testing side. I'm interested to go to general testing side. So it is mobile or web or whatever it is. Now, this platform is suitable for me to take the job. So for that, I want to do.
Great, Pradeep. Great. So we will be learning same things as well. Great. Yes, Asif, Tushar, Pujita.
Hello everyone, Tushar
Hi,
here.
Tushar.
Yeah. Sir, actually, I was doing, you can say, SOC right now in Kirloskar.
Mm-hmm.
As a SOC analyst, I am you can say, on 4 years of experience in penetration testing, VAPT, you can say. Then I am doing project side by side. You can say I will take a private project also for VAPT. Some outbound resources, you can say. And third one is like I am working with Kerala Cyberdome also, which is a Kerala cyberspace. It's governmental cybersecurity suits.
Okay, great, Tushar. So let us start up with our demo. Okay, so the main objective for our demo session will be to understand that what all things we are going to learn. and how actually we are going to learn each and everything, right? I hope you guys can see my screen, right? Is my screen visible and my voice is clear, guys?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
clear.
Great. So when it comes to iOS penetration testing, right? So similar to our Android, basically we will be doing so whenever we are getting any type of bug bounties or any type of client projects. Normally, we will be having the iOS applications as well, where we can test for those specific things. Now, basically, why exactly this particular type of penetration testing is required? So normally when it comes to any type of organization, okay, they will be having multiple type of applications, or basically they will be having multiple assets, something like they will be having their own servers, they will be having their own systems, okay, and they will be having those servers where their applications will be running. Now there will be two types of applications which will be running into any particular organization. Now there will be one applications which will be internal applications, right? Something like the applications which can only be accessed inside that particular network of their organization. There will be another applications which will be public facing applications. Normally the applications will be something like web applications, iOS applications, Android applications, the client applications, APIs, right? So those specific type of applications will be the public facing applications. Now when it comes to public facing applications, normally we can access those applications from our network, and basically it will be sending the request and it will be communicating with that particular server which are available in their network, right? So at that point of time, when it comes to the risk which is available with that application will be much more higher. Okay, attacker will be having those specific advantages because they will be able to go forward and access the application. They will be able to share the request, okay, and they will be able to get the responses as well, which will be available from the server as well. So at that point of time, if there are any vulnerabilities which are available in those specific applications, definitely with the exploitation of those specific vulnerabilities, attacker might be able to get some specific type of access of the servers, or they might be able to get many multiple type of sensitive data, okay, and those specific things we will be able to or basically attacker will be able to check. Now when it comes to those specific things, at that point of time we will be testing those public facing applications and we will be validating whether those specific things are available or not, or basically whether we can get that particular whether we can get that sensitive data and we can patch it so that we can make this application secure or not, right? So same things we are going to learn at that point of time as well. So when it comes to our syllabus, normally in the first module we are going to learn what exactly are the architecture of our iOS applications. Normally why exactly this particular thing is required, because it will be giving us a good amount of overview, okay, on how to set up our testing lab environment. Okay, normally we will be requiring those specific iPhone, or basically whether we will be requiring the jailbroken iPhone or not. All those specific things will be able to understand during the first whenever we are learning how to do that particular architecture. And basically we will be able to go forward and understand how the applications will be installed and what exactly are the things which are used by the applications, so that they will be able to go forward and communicate with those specific components of iPhone as well. In next sessions, okay, basically in the next module we are going to learn how to set up our particular lab environment. Okay, what all are the tools which will be requiring, how we will be able to jailbreak iPhone, and how we will be what all are the techniques which we are going to use at that point of time if we want to use the SSL bypassing. So how we what all specifically tools or what all are the techniques which we are going to use to bypass the SSL pinning. If we want to bypass the jailbreak detection, how we are going to do those specific things. Okay, so in the second module we will be learning how to jailbreak the iPhones, and how to install, or basically what all are the applications which we are going to install so that we can start up with our penetration testing. After that we will be learning the reconnaissance part. Okay, so at that point of time we will be learning whether we can debug, or basically whether we can decompile the application and whether we can get any type of hard-coded credentials or not. We will be learning basically how we will be able to go forward and install those specific applications in a jailbroken device. And after that we will be learning the three phases of penetration testing. So when it comes to an iOS penetration testing, we will be learning the first phase, which will be static analysis. Second one will be dynamic analysis, and last one will be forensics. Okay, so basically in static analysis we will be learning how we can go forward and how we can go forward and get that particular details. So something like whenever we are having any type of application which is storing some specific type of details, okay, whether it is in plist files or any type of user default files or any type of internal database or basically any type of keychain or core data, normally we will be learning that when it comes to the local storage, what exactly or what are the process which will be following from which we can get the details that from where exactly that particular sensitive data, okay, whether any type of sensitive data are stored in the application or from in that particular device without any type of permission or basically without any type of encryption or any type of security or not. Second thing will be our dynamic analysis. So in dynamic analysis, we will be going forward and we will be learning if we are able to share or basically whenever the application is communicating with the server, at that point of time, what exactly are the things which we can do to check for the server side vulnerabilities or basically dynamic application testing as well. So in the dynamic application testing, normally we will be validating that whether we can modify the application functions in runtime or not. So you guys might have heard of Frida, right? Basically you guys have might came up with that particular concept in Android penetration testing. So similar type of concept will also be there in iOS. Okay, we can go forward and we can modify the runtime application, something like we can bypass the authentication, okay, whenever the application is running, and we can go forward and we can change multiple functions at that point of time. Many times if the application is having, we can get that many privileges as well. So all those specific things we'll be learning in the first phase of dynamic testing, and in the second phase of dynamic testing we'll be checking for the server side vulnerabilities. So at that point of time, normally we will be validating how to take up the request, how to bypass that particular SSL pinning, how we will be able to get that particular request, how we'll be able to modify the request, and how we'll be able to check for those specific type of injections and all those specific vulnerabilities. At last, we will be going forward and learning how the forensics. So in the forensics, we'll be learning how to do the reverse engineering of the application. And at that point of time, if there is any type of storage, which is something like application logs or basically application logs are getting stored, or many times the device itself or the device logs are or the sensitive data will be stored in some type of device logs, or it will be in the application logs, or it will be in the console. So we will be checking or we will be validating whether those specific type of things are available at that on the, or which will make the application insecure or share the user sensitive data at from the device end or not. So once we are completing, after that we will be able to go forward and we will be learning how to do the device exploitation. So we'll be setting up those specific our exploitation lab. We will be understanding how we will be able to go forward and we will be able to exploit that particular device. And at last we'll be learning the iOS applications, the OWASP top 10 for iOS applications as well. Okay, so this will be the full course module. So any doubts, any queries in this one, guys? Yes. Will we be using objection as well? Yeah, definitely. We will be using objection with Frida as well. Yeah, we will be using both of them. Yes. Any other questions, queries, anything for me, guys?
Can you please tell me
Yes.
what all
Yes.
static part will we cover?
Okay, so static part, normally we will be checking the file of that particular application. So basically we will be understanding that when it comes to our iOS applications, okay, whether we can go forward and we can take up the code of that file, and we can go forward and we can modify the code of that particular file. That will be the first part of our static analysis. Second part will be, we will be checking that whenever the application is storing some type of data, at that point of time, how it is storing. Okay, we'll be validating plist files and NS user default files, SQLite database, the core data, and the keychain of that particular device, and basically we'll be validating those specific things. Okay, so overall we will be completing these things in our static analysis. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
welcome. I think you were having some more queries, right? So let us take that one. Yeah. So here, yeah. So Yeah, question two. So we will be using practical apps for testing. Yeah, so basically we will be using mostly in most of the vulnerabilities we'll be using the live applications itself. Okay, if there are few particular vulnerabilities which are patched at that point of time. Okay, in few of them only we might be using vulnerable applications, but most of the vulnerabilities will be shown in the practical or live applications itself. Second thing will be what about secure code practices. So normally with every vulnerabilities we will be explaining what exactly are the remediation for that particular thing, but at that point of time we will not be able to cover secure coding practice. I will not be able to show you the code of the application, okay, because that will be totally covered up in the different course itself, which is secure or basically secure code review, right? So in those specific things it will be covered. Normally we will be able to I will be able to explain you that what exactly will be the remediation and how overall or in a generic way it can be implemented by the developers. Okay, but showing the code or those specific type of things is not covered in this one. Yes. So next question is the test procedures will be applicable for all. Yeah, it will be applicable for all, because here we are not majorly focusing on that particular iOS version, right? Here majorly we are focusing on the application side. So even though you are using 12.24, 4.8 or 14.4, normally if your particular iOS is jailbroken, you will be able to you do the same steps and you'll be able to do the testing as well. Okay. Yeah. So there are few more queries. Yes.
Hi,
Yes,
Keval.
Krishna.
Yeah, Keval, my question is, during the
Mm-hmm.
course, do we need a iOS device for testing?
Yes, so that is the main thing. We will be requiring two things. We will be requiring a iPhone. Okay. We will be jailbreaking that particular iPhone later on. We will also be requiring the Mac OS. So both of the things will be the prerequisites for this particular sessions.
Okay.
Okay. Because when it comes to our normal things, okay, basically when it comes to our static analysis and dynamic analysis, normally we will be able to install those applications in iOS device only, right? So that particular thing also will be requiring a jailbroken device. So that will be first prerequisite. Second thing will be our forensics, right? So that particular thing we will be for forensics of that particular applications and device will be requiring Mac OS. So that's why we will be that those two things will be prerequisites for us.
Otherwise, we cannot do, right?
Yeah, otherwise we cannot do. Correct.
Okay.
So that one was there. Yeah. So there are few more queries. So whether we can create a Hackintosh VM and we can do those specific things. Yeah. So I have previously tried. Okay, in my previous batches, I have tried to install. My students have tried to install those specific Hackintosh VM in their the virtual box or VMware. Normally it is not working properly. Okay, we have tried it previously, but basically there are many license issues, and second thing will be that many of the functionalities which we want to try, right, by connecting the iPhone and those type of things are not working. So it is not that much successful. Definitely, like we will be needing Mac OS, right, in our particular system, so that we can use. So that is the first thing. Second question was Fiddler. Can we use Fiddler for intercepting the request? Normally, we can intercept the request with the use of Burp Suite itself, and during our sessions as well, we'll be using Burp Suite to intercept the request. Fiddler is useful, but at some point of time, we will not be able to modify the request, or basically we will not be able to how much we are expecting those specific things will not be available in modification of request, right? So many of the vulnerabilities will not be available, or we will not be able to test if we are using Fiddler. So normally we will be preferring Burp Suite over Fiddler in this particular syllabus. So that was the questions. Any other queries, questions, anything from you guys? Anyone? No? Okay, so let us go through one of the demo. Okay, basically to understand that how we will be learning all of those specific things. Okay, basically we will be going forward and we will be understanding one particular topic, which is sensitive data in application or hard coded in the application. So those specific things we are going to see. But except that we will be learning the rest of the topics during our session, and after that we will be completing or we will be learning the full iOS penetration testing as well. So for example, here we are having that application, which is normally the iOS applications will be in IPA or .ipa file, right? So normally whenever we want to check whether anything, okay, basically whenever we are going forward and we are taking any of the application, if we want to check the code whether any type of sensitive details are available hard coded in the application or not, normally here we will be using one tool, which is Hopper disassembler. Okay, basically we'll be using this particular tool, and in this we will be taking up the application, and normally what exactly it will do is it will be able to go forward and take all of that particular code which we will be requiring, and we will be able to see that particular data as well. Now there will be lots and lots of assembly level data. Okay, during the sessions I will also be explaining you how we will be able to validate the assembly level language, and how we will be able to review that particular code, and how we'll be able to check whether any type of sensitive data is available or not. For now, we will be checking whether any type of sensitive credentials are there or not. So basically, we will be validating whether any type of passwords or those specific type of things are available or not. So there is one reference to that particular password. We'll go forward and we will check what exactly are the main place where those specific credentials are available. And basically here we will be able to get that particular credential. So basically whenever we are getting those specific to the main point, normally we will be able to go forward and get that particular credentials as well. So likewise we will also be seeing, I will be sharing you guys what all are the keywords, okay, where exactly we need to search, and how we will be able to review those specific assembly language during the sessions. Okay, and we will be learning the full forensics of iOS applications as well. So till then, any doubts, any queries, anything for me, guys? Anyone?
What's the timing for the session?
Timings will be from 9 to 10. Okay, so we will be having the weekdays class, and it will be from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. IST.
Thank you.
Welcome. So that was it from my end, guys. Any queries, anything for me, guys? No?
Nothing for me.
Great, great. So it was great to have you guys. Now your next step will be to contact management, and they will be the one who will be guiding you for further procedures to join our session. Now once I get the confirmation, we will start our sessions, and we will be learning the full testing process of iOS applications as well. Bye everyone.
Bye, bro.
Bye bye.
Bye.